Hello there, and welcome to the first episode of my vlog. What is a vlog? A vlog is a video blog, and it's an opportunity for you to get a more candid glimpse at me and learn a little more about what I do and how I do it. So in this first episode, that's what I'm going to talk about. Why I do what I do and how I got to where I am now. When I was about, I don't know, 5 or 6, I started drawing with crayons and really wanted to be an artist, and that was a pretty broad generalization of what I wanted to do. I didn't really necessarily want to sell art. I just wanted to create art. And as I got older, around high school or college age, I started to really take it more seriously and decided that that's what I wanted to do as my career. Now, people told me I was crazy and said, "You're not going to make any money as an artist." And you know what? For a while they were right, but sticking to it paid off. You could really say that for just about anything. If you put your mind to something, you'll succeed. It's not easy, I didn't do it by going to college. I just pretty much just did a lot of drawing and learned a lot of stuff on my own and got to a point to where people respected what I did and were willing to pay me money for it. So I think that's something that anybody could do. Being a successful artist has nothing to do with talent. It really has to do with selling yourself as an artist and being able to put your work out there, being able to work full-time as an artist and actually enjoy it. And it's really just about doing it. I get up every morning and I make art, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. If I had to go back to one of my old jobs, like furniture moving, which is what I did before I did art for a living, I'd really hate my life. So fortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to have to go back to doing that anytime soon, but it's something to consider, that if you don't like what you're doing and you're a creative person and you'd rather be doing art for a living, maybe you should be doing that. Now, you can't just quit your job, and tell your boss to buzz off and you're going to go be an artist and sell a million paintings, because that's not going to be the case. You're going to have to transition into it. You're going to have to probably do some things for free and work your way up to making money off of what you do, but eventually you'll get there if you stick to it. It's not going to happen in a few days. It's not going to happen in a few months. It might take a few years. It might take more than a few years, but if you keep trying, you'll get there. Another thing to consider is that if you're a creative person, you don't need to have such a narrow focus and say, okay, I'm only going to sell oil paintings at galleries, and that's how I'm going to make a living as an artist, because you know what? That's a pretty hard thing to do. There's so many people out there who do oil paintings. And even if it's not oil paintings, let's say it's a graphic design or something. There's a lot of graphic designers out there. So if you really want to stand out, you have to be able to do a lot of things to really stand out. You have to be able to do graphic design and then also do paintings and be making YouTube videos and lots of different things, because all that stuff adds up and it lets you do what you want to do creatively. I would have never thought when I was 5 or 6 that I'd be making YouTube videos, and that's really how I'm getting the most exposure for my work and for myself as an artist, is through YouTube. And that's a video-based format. I'm not going out there to galleries and selling $5,000 paintings. I'd like to, but that's just not what's happening now. But this, in the meantime, is fine. I'm being creative. I don't really care what I do. I do something different pretty much every week out of the month. I'm not always doing the same thing, and I like that. Now, you may be the kind of person who wants a little more structure, and that makes sense, but it's worth it to really expand and see what you're capable of, because clients and just people in general will really appreciate that if you can be able to do a website for them and be able to do a poster and paint a portrait of their dog. I mean, versatility is good. Being versatile in a business sense is even better, because if you're a good business person, if you can, make business cards, hand them out, network, build a good website, make some informative videos to link to your website, have a lot of good SEO for Google searches and things, that's all going to help you as an artist just get more exposure for your work and help you be more successful and sell more art, etc. So, long story short, if you want to get into art, you can do it. It's going to take some time, but don't give up. If you don't give up, eventually you'll get where you want to be and you'll be happy, hopefully. But if you don't try, you're never going to know. And That's worse than failing, is never knowing that you could have succeeded. So keep that in mind and stay tuned for more long-winded rambling vlogs from this guy right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.